Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Being here, and today I'm coming at you with a full bookshelf tour. Well, that full bookshelf tour meaning that it's going to encompass these three shelves and the little cart right next to it. So let's hop right on in. This could take a while, so grab a snack and get ready. Grim Pow by Rafael Abalos. The Poet X, and With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. City of the Beasts by Isabel Allende. The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini. Love, Lies, and Spies by Cindy Anstey. Crenshaw by Catherine Applegate. The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. Storm and Fury by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Damsel and Red Hood, both by Elena K. Arnold. Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. Shipbreaker by Paolo Bacigalupi. Daphne and Velma, The Dark Deception by Morgan Baden. The Supervillain and Me by Danielle Banas. Wonder Woman Warbringer, Six of Crows, Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, and Ruin and Rising, all by Leigh Bardugo. I have two copies of Red Rising by Pierce Brown. One is the exclusive Barnes & Noble edition. Dreadful Young Ladies and Other Stories by Kelly Barnhill. Arabat by Clive Barker. City of Thieves by David Benioff. We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Barry. The Lady Rogue by Jen Bennett. Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Bashodoust. The Waking Land, The Soul of Power, and The Memory of Fire, all by Callie Bates. Foundryside and Shorefall by Robert Jackson Bennett. The Cruel Prince, The Wicked King, The Queen of Nothing, and The Poison Eaters and Other Stories, all by Holly Black. The Spiderwick Chronicles, Book 1, The Field Guide, by Tony DiTerlizzi and Holly Black. Weregirl and Chimera, both by C.D. Bell. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Murder Goes to Market by Daisy Bateman. Death Watch, Book 1 of the Undertaken trilogy by Ari Burke. The Beckoning Shadow by Catherine Blair. A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. Gods of Howell Mountain by Taylor Brown. The Darkest Minds and The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken. The 9 Lives of Chloe King by Liz Braswell. The Wolf and the Whale by Jordana Max Brodsky. The Weird Sisters by Eleanor Brown. The Wolf and the Spider by Leo Caro. Red Riding Hood by Sarah Blakely Cartwright. My Sister the Serial Killer by Oying Khan Braithwaite. Meddling Kids and the Supernatural Enhancements by Edgar Cantero. Once and Future by Amy Rose Capetta and Corey McCarthy. The Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick. The Rule Breaker by Claire Contreras. A Great and Terrible Beauty, Rebel Angels, and The Sweet Far Thing, all by Libba Bray. When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. The Voodoo Killings, Lipstick Voodoo, Voodoo Shanghai, Owl and the Electric Samurai, and Owl and the Tiger Thieves, all by Christy Cherish. The Gilded Wolves, The Silvered Serpents, and the Bronze Beasts, all by Roshani Chachki. The City of Brass, The Kingdom of Copper, and The Empire of Gold, all by S.A. Chakraborty. Master of Sorrows by Justin T. Call. Romanov by Nadine Brandis. The Reader, The Speaker, and The Storyteller, all by Tracy Chee. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Ink and Bone and Ash and Quill by Rachel Kane. The Chill by Scott Carson. Wolves, Boys, and Other Things That Might Kill Me by Kristen Chandler. Bangkok 8 by John Burdett. Temporary Insanity by Leslie Carroll. Walk on Earth a Stranger, Like a River Glorious, and Into the Bright Unknown by Ray Carson. Aru Shah and the End of Time by Roshani Chachki. Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig. Seasons of the Storm by Ellie Cosimano. Crown Chasers by Rebecca Coffin-Daffer. House of Shadows by Darcy Coates. The Invisible Library, The Masked City, The Burning Page, The Lost Plot, The Secret Chapter, The Mortal Word, and The Dark Archive, all by Genevieve Cogman. Diamond Rings Are Deadly Things, and Veils and Vengeance by Rochelle L. Christensen. The Girl from the Well by Rinch Pecco. An Alchemy of Masks and Mirrors by Curtis Craddock. The Land of Stories Book 1, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. Traveler by L. E. Delano. When I Fall in Love by Miranda Dickinson. The Search for Wandla by Tony DiCerlisi. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. The Mirror Broken Wish by Julie C. Dow. Truth Witch, Wind Witch, Sight Witch, and Blood Witch. Something Strange and Deadly, A Darkness Strange and Lovely, and Strange and Ever After by Susan Dennard. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. The Familiar Book 1, One Rainy Day in May by Mark Z. Danielewski. Rebel Genius by Michael Dante DiMartino. Prelude for Lost Souls by Helen Dunbar. Fire and Heist and The Bone Maker by Sarah Beth Durst. Capture the Crown by Jennifer Estep. The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. In the Woods by Tana French. Nobody's Princess by Esther Fresner. The Accident Season by Moira Fowley Doyle. Wings of Ebony by J.L. Blood of the Four by Christopher Golden and Tim Leban. The Queens of Innis Lear and Lady Hotspur by Tessa Grattan. Star Wars Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. Fresh Ink, an anthology, edited by Lamar Giles. Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant. The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw. Less by Andrew Sean Greer. Books of the Shaper, Volume 1, Seven Princes, by John R. Foltz. Eon, by Allison Goodman. The Ocean at the End of the Lane, The Graveyard Book, Fortunately the Milk, and Coraline, all by Neil Gaiman. Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library, and The Island of Dr. Libris, by Chris Grabenstein. The Glass Sentence, The Golden Specific, and The Crimson Skew, all by S.E. Grove. Changeling, Stormbringers, and Fool's Gold, all books in the Order of Darkness by Philippa Gregory. Summer Hours at the Robbers Library by Sue Halpern. The Stranger Behind You by Carol Goodman. The Conductors by Nicole Glover. All Those Explosions Were Someone Else's Fault, and They Promised Me the Gun Wasn't Loaded, both by James Allen Gardner. Wolf by Wolf and Blood for Blood by Ryan Grodin. The Great Hunt and the Great Pursuit by Wendy Higgins. The Library of the Unwritten and the Archive of the Forgotten by A.J. Hackworth. The Goose Girl, Enna Burning, River Secrets, Forest Born, and Book of 1,000 Days, all by Shannon Hale. The Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris. How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. Dragon Slayer and Servant of the Crown by Duncan M. Hamilton. And yes, I know they're books 1 and 3. I'm working on it, guys. Eight Will Fall by Sarah Heron. City of Lies by Sam Hawke. 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes. A Plague of Giants by Kevin Hearn. An Unkindness of Magicians by Kat Howard. Splintered by A.G. Howard. The Midnight Queen by Sylvia Eso Hunter. The Outsorcerer's Apprentice by Tom Holt. Horns by Joe Hill. The Girl in Red, Alice, Red Queen, Looking Glass, Lost Boy, and The Mermaid, all by Christina Henry. Freaks by Amanda Hocking. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Havenfall by Sarah Holland. The Library of the Dead by T.L. Huchu. Woven in Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. Dark Shores and Dark Skies by Danielle L. Jensen. The Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. The Name of the Star, The Madness Underneath, and The Shadow Cabinet, all by Maureen Johnson. Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wayne Jones. Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlo James. Truly Devious, The Vanishing Stair, and The Hand on the Wall, all by Maureen Johnson. Thorn and The Theft of Sunlight by Intisar Kanani. The Hollow Places and The Twisted Ones, both by T. Kingfisher. Infinity by Sherilyn Kenyon. The House in the Cerulean Sea and Under the Whispering Door by T.J. Klune. Shadow of the Fox, Soul of the Sword, Night of the Dragon, and Talon, all by Julie Kagawa. Unearthed, Undying, and The Other Side of the Sky by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Aurora Rising, Aurora Burning, Illumine, Gemina, and Obsidio, all by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. A Queen in Hiding by Sarah Kozloff. Last Call at the Nightshade Lounge by Paul Kruger. A Brightness Long Ago by Guy Gavriel Kay. Grim Tidings by Caitlin Kittredge. A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. At the Edge of Empire and Empire Decayed, The Life and Death of Zebulon Finch by Daniel Kraus. A Curse So Dark and Lonely, A Heart So Fierce and Broken, A Vow So Bold and Deadly, and Defy the Night, all by Bridget Kemmerer. These Vengeful Hearts by Catherine Lauren. Storm Dancer, Kinslayer, Endsinger, Lifelike and Deviate, Nevernight, God's Grave, Dark Dawn, and Empire of the Vampire, all by Jay Kristoff. He didn't fit on one shelf, so that happens. Their Fractured Light and This Shattered World, both by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. Warrior of the Wild, The Shadows Between Us, Blade of Secrets, Daughter of the Pirate King, and Daughter of the Siren Queen, all by Trisha Levenseller. The English American by Allison Larkin. The Night We Burned by S.F. Kosa. The Baker's Secret by Stephen P. Kiernan. Called Upon by Bethany Lee. Olivia Twist by Lori Langdon. Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue and The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. The Grace Year by Kim Leggett. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Reverie by Ryan LaSala. The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd-Jones. Girl Last Seen by Nina Lauren. Dragon Pearl by Yoon-Ha Lee. The Grace of Kings, The Wall of Storms by Ken Liu. Legend, Prodigy, and Champion by Marie Lu. The Ruin of Kings and the Name of All Things by Jen Lyons. Heiress Apparently by Diana Ma. The Kinder Poison and the Cruelest Mercy by Natalie May. Furthermore in Witchwood by Tahara Mafi, Curse of the Spectre Queen by Jenny Elder Moak, Far, Far Away by Tom McNeill, Gearbreakers by Zoe Hana Mikuta, Heroine, Be Not Far From Me, The Female of the Species, and A Madness So Discreet, all by Mindy McGinnis, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy by John Le Carré, House of Earth and Blood, and Catwoman Soul Stealer by Sarah J. Maas. The Midnight Front, The Iron Codex, and The Shadow Commission by David Mack. Bombshell by Sarah McLean. Stalking Jack the Ripper, Hunting Prince Dracula, Escaping from Houdini, Capturing the Devil, and Kingdom of the Wicked, all by Carrie Maniscalco. The Novice, The Inquisition, The Battle Mage, The Outcast, The Summoner's Handbook, and The Chosen, all by Taryn Matheru. Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. The Last Magician and the Devil's Thief by Lisa Maxwell. Rabbits by Terry Miles. Mem by Bethany C. Morrow. Love and Other Foreign Words by Erin McCon. Before She Ignites and As She Ascends by Jody Meadows. Every Heart a Doorway, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, In an Absent Dream, Come Tumbling Down and Across the Green Grass Fields, Boneyard, The Girl in the Green Silk Gown, and Sparrow Hill Road by Seanan McGuire. The Perfect Place to Die by Bryce Moore. Mask of Shadows, Ruin of Stars, and What We Devour by Lindsay Miller. Renegades and Heartless, Scarlet, Crest, Fairest, Winter, and Stars Above, all by Marissa Meyer. Markswoman by Rati Mehrotra. Gideon the Ninth and Harrow the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. The Starless Sea, The Night Circus, and The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I liked both copies, I couldn't get rid of one. Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. The Starless Sea, The Night Circus, and The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I liked both copies, I couldn't get rid of one. Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. The Abhorsen Chronicles, including Sabriel, Lyriel, and Abhorsen, Clariel, To Hold the Bridge, Golden Hand, Newt's Emerald, and A Confusion of Princes, all by Garth Nix. The Crowns of Crosswald by D.E. Knight. Between Two Thorns by Emma Newman. Angels of Music by Kim Newman. One More Thing, Stories and Other Stories by B.J. Novak. Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Thunderhead by Mary O'Hara. Sisters of the Snake by Serena and Sasha Nanua. Sing Me Forgotten by Jessica S. Olson. The Princess and the Fangirl by Ashley Poston. Akata Witch and Akata Warrior. Binti, Home, Binti, The Night Masquerade, all by Nidhi Okorafor. Birthmarked by Cara M. O'Brien. The Aviary by Kathleen Odell. The Shrunken Head, The Screaming Statue, and The Fearsome Firebird, all in the Curiosity House series by Lauren Oliver and H.C. Chester. Here There Be Dragons, The Search for the Red Dragon, The Indigo King, The Shadow Dragons, The Dragon's Apprentice, and The Dragons of Winter, all by James A. Owen. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, Eldest, and Brizinger, all by Christopher Paolini. I do have Aragon, but it is lent out currently. There Will Come a Darkness, and As the Shadow Rises, by Katie Rose Poole. Crown of Feathers by Nikki Powell Preto. She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chun. East by Edith Patu. Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Notes from My Captivity by Kathy Parks. The Field Guide to the North American Teenager by Ben Philippe. Burning Glass by Catherine Purdy. Wilder Girls by Rory Power. Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson. The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. The Last of the Spirits by Chris Priestley. The Secret of Ka by Christopher Pike. The Rose Code by Kate Quinn. Paperquake by Catherine Reese. You Will Be Mine by Natasha Preston. Gap Year in Ghost Town by Michael Pryor. Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Rosh. Kitty Hawk and the Curse of the Yukon Gold, and Kitty Hawk and the Hunt for Hemingway's Ghost by Ian Reading. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Trail of Lightning and Black Sun by Rebecca Rowanhorse. Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Don't Call the Wolf by Alexandra Ross. Down Comes the Night by Alison Saft. The Way of Kings, Skyward, and Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. Blood of Elves by Andrzej Sapkowski. City of Ghosts, This Savage Song, Vicious, Vengeful, A Darker Shade of Magic, A Gathering of Shadows, A Conjuring of Light, and The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaefer. The Alchemist, The Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel by Michael Scott. Salt to the Sea by RUTA SEPETYS. The Light at the Bottom of the World by London Shaw. The Bone Season and the Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. It Came from the Sky by Chelsea Sidoti. The Deceivers by Kristen Simmons. A Darkly Beating Heart by Lindsay Smith. And I Do Not Forgive You by Amber Sparks. Circle of Shadows, Cloak of Night, The Crown Game, and The Crown's Fate, all by Evelyn Skye. This Mortal Coil and This Cruel Design by Emily Suvada. Shadow of the Lions by Christopher Swan. Witches Steeped in Gold by Sianan Smart. The All-Father Paradox by Ian Stewart Sharp. Dear Martin by Nick Stone. Challenger Deep, Unbound, Unwind. Scythe, Thunderhead, and the Toll, all by Neil Shusterman. Dry by Neil Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. Simmer Down by Sarah Smith. Timekeeper by Tara Sim. The Art of Racing in the Rain by Gareth Stein. Cinderella's Dress by Shona Slayton. Everland by Wendy Spinale. The Grim Legacy by Polly Shulman. The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. The Summoning by J.P. Smith. Fire with Fire by Destiny Soria. Black Widow Forever Red by Margaret Stoll. A Room Away from the Wolves by Nova Ransuma. The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles. An Ember in the Ashes, A Torch Against the Night, and A Reaper at the Gates, all by Saba Tahir. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Slasher Girls and Monster Boys by various authors. Selected by April Genevieve Touchcliffe. Cemetery Boys and Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. Reboot by Amy Tintera. The Beast Player by Nahoko Uehashi. Plot Twist by Bethany Turner. The Running Dream by Wendelin Van Dronen. Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow, and Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. The Thief, The Queen of Atolia, The King of Atolia, A Conspiracy of Kings, and Thick as Thieves, all by Megan Whalen Turner. Crier's War by Nina Varela. The Merciless by Danielle Vega. Deadfall by Stephen Wallenfels. The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. The Wren Hunt and the Wicker Light by Mary Watson. The last few books are on this cart, so we're just going to go through them really quickly. To Love and to Loathe by Martha Waters. Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. All Systems Read by Martha Wells. Slayer, And I Darken, Now I Rise, and Bright We Burn by Kirsten White. Girls with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. The Interestings by Meg Wolitzer. Fiendish by Brenna Yavanoff. Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. Shadow of the Wind and Laberinto de los Espíritus by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. Blood Air and Red Tigress by Mele Wen Zhao. And that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, now is the perfect time to give this video a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasional Sundays. And if you want to be reminded, please hit the little bell icon down below. Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye!